Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Doing some more drafting today. Excited to see what we get. I don't think I've really played a whole lot of white in this set, so kind of hoping that for the first time white opens up. I'd really like to play white-black, because I feel like that color combo is like really strong in this format right now. There we go. Took a little longer to get into the draft than other times. I feel like usually we'll load up the event and then immediately be thrown into a pot of 8. Mirrodin. I don't think I've seen this. Add 1 mana of any color, only if it entered the battlefield this turn. Pay 3 and tap it to create a might. Wow, that's pretty strong. Yeah. No, we're 100% going to take that. I mean, I feel like that will go into any deck that we play, but ideally something that is already wanting to be getting our opponent up to 10 poison counters. So. Yeah, that's crazy. I had no idea that card existed. Okay, got a Communion. Rib Skiff's not bad. 4/4 and Trample. Pretty expensive. I mean, I guess it's like a 6-mana 6/6 with Trample with upside. I'm not sure entirely if that's what we want, though. Wouldn't mind going into green, white, or black, I think, with this Mirrodin. Blazing Crescendo is not terrible. Hard to pass up a Sinew Dancer, though. Do we want the Rib Skiff? I feel like that's good enough, and it doesn't really lock us into any particular color, because there's really nothing in this pack that screams out to me, so I think I'm going to take the Rib Skiff for now. 4 mana replaces itself, and then, I mean, it's basically a 4 mana 4/4. With Toxic 2, I mean, that's some pretty strong value. Tide of Our Stand is really good. Font of Progress, not really a great card in this particular format. Slash is great. Atrocity is really good too. Man, got a lot of really good options here. Do I want to take the Tyvar stand, though? I feel like it's hard to pass that up. I think it's either the Tyvar stand, the Slash, or the Atrocity. Hive Master's fine too, but not as good as like these other 3 cards. I'm going to take the stand. It's really easy to blow people out with the Tyvar stand. Long Legs, not really a great card. Head Cleaver's okay. Offer Mortality is really good. Vanish into Eternity's just fine, but I would never prioritize that over like a lot of other cards. I think I'm going to take the Offer Mortality, but I'm not going to let that lock us into black just yet. Against all odds, this is a combo piece with a blue card in this format. I don't think I'd mind taking that if we ended up going into white. Predation is good removal. So is, I mean, the Siphoner is a really good 2-drop. It really enables Toxic. Or poison synergies. Man. Kind of a tough call. I think I'm going to take the Siphoner. Weirdly enough. It feels weird to take that over a removal spell, though. Yeah, let's take the Siphoner. It's just really easy to make black work in this format. So I kind of prioritize black over green. Although, if we went black-green, I definitely wouldn't complain. Stalker's good, but dies to plenty of removal in this format. Whereas Hive Master, it's hard to say if Hive Master is better. But I think both of them are really good cards. Centurion, wouldn't really mind taking that if we were playing red. I think I'm gonna take the Stalker. I think it's just an overall good 2-drop. Game Grand Step, attack another creature. If you do, reveal cards from the top of the library until you reveal a non-creature. If you don't, it's the battlefield. Okay. Skull Bomb's okay. This card's okay. Red's pretty open. It's the thing I kind of noticed right off the bat. I'm gonna take the Goliath. 4 mana 4/4 with like upside. It's pretty strong. Plus, we're really not locked into green at the moment, so I mean, we could totally make red work at some point. I'm gonna take the Dross Pits in case we end up sticking with black here. Maze's Mantle's fine. Furnace, I don't know if we'll play the Maze's Mantle. It's removal. I think we'll take the Furnace in case we end up playing red. It's removal that like you can get blown out by. Like if like us playing it, we could get blown out by it. So I don't know if I want to really prioritize that too hard. Another Mantle, another Spore Singer. Not like all that great of cards. Grimdark actually really surprised me in the last draft, or the last like 2 drafts ago. I'm gonna take Grimdark. Gladiator's good. Zealot's Conscription's fine, or Conviction. Yeah, let's take the Gladiator since we don't know if we're really going into white yet. Longlegs just okay. Anointer actually really good. Yeah, if we end up playing red, that could be a really good card that pushes us into it. Yeah, we'll take the white card. Really kind of surprised nobody took this. I mean, that is a decent combo piece. Harmonics is just okay. Paladin's pretty good. Pretty sure we're playing black. I don't mind taking the Harmonics again. Gladiator's good. Molten Rebuke is removal. I think we need to decide if we want the Rat King or the Nimraiser Paladin. I think I want to take the Rat King. Even if we get like 1 or 2 of the Proliferate 2-drop rat, 2 of those, maybe hopefully 3, that makes Harmonics a lot better. But no, you should never like draft this thinking that like you're gonna slam it and get like 1 or 2 rats off the top 5. It's just too inconsistent. This card, again, you'll really never play this unless you have some really strong artifact synergies in like the blue-white deck. Bat of Rebirth, I'm not really sold on just yet. Sacrifice is good. Like if we sacrifice like a Grimdark, splitting up 3 damage between 2 or 3 creatures. I mean that's a play that'll close games all on its own. Man, maybe we go red-black again. If we went like 7 wins and red-black 2 videos in a row, I'd be really surprised. Plus, there's like no green in this pack. Green, I think, has been really picked through. I'm gonna take the sacrifice. I haven't seen my play it yet, but I wanna see if it's good enough. Testament Bearer is really good, of course. Another Rib Skiff in this pack. Rascal's Fall could be fine. It's cheap enough removal, but against opponents with might tokens, it's a lot less good, obviously. It's kind of a hard choice here. I might just take the Testament Bearer. Ecker Gauntlet. Okay. See if anything in this pack screams out to us. We have some decent options here. I hate passing up on a mythic, but there's cards here that could actually win us the game, like Nimraiser Paladin. I think that's the strong card here. Yeah, we'll take the Paladin. Another Gladiator in this pack. Terramorphic Expanse wouldn't be terrible. Another 2-mana flying toxic 1/1. I think I want to take this. It's hard to say. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Annihilating Glare. Amazing removal. Okay, so now there's some green in this pack. Yeah, I'll take the Annihilating Glare for sure. Got another Grimdark here. Got the White Skull Bomb. Not really that helpful to us. So it's either Grimdark, or if we want to keep on chasing green, we could play... I don't know. Neither one of these cards are all that great, but I do think this is a main deck playable as a one-of. I would never play more than one, and best of one, though. Yeah, we'll take the Grimdark. Bad Emergence. Pretty good, actually. I think this card's solid. Let's go and take that. The top end of our deck is pretty heavy right now, so we definitely need to focus on some more early game stuff, and hopefully we find a little more removal. So far we have like some decent removal, but I would like to definitely see some like 2 or 3 mana removal spells. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this white card and this blue card. We're probably dropping green completely. I like that we're kind of going into the sacrifice colors again, because Mirax just makes free bodies for us. Well, not free bodies, but like we can consistently activate this multiple times in a single game. Aspirant's just okay. Shrapnel Slinger is really good, actually. I think I do prioritize that over any of the other cards. Mere Custodian, not that great. Better to have the Scrap Trap. ETBs or dies who proliferate. This card's whatever. Actually, I think I just passed up that that mythic again for that. That feels bad. Oh well. You're never gonna play that mythic in this limited format, by the way. I mean, if you get like 1 or 2 planeswalkers, like it's still not good enough. It just doesn't do enough. Green Sun's Twilight. Decent. Annihilating Glare. Might actually take the removal spell here. Yeah, let's take the Annihilating Glare. Because again, I mean, just getting tokens off this to sacrifice to Annihilating Glare, that's dummy, dude. Yeah, I think we're gonna pass up on green. Red Sun's Twilight. Really not that great. I mean, I don't know. If you played this for 7 total mana, you could exile a bunch of mites or something, but even then, like, you're not, like, the opponent's not guaranteed to have 5 artifacts for you even to do that. So like they might have 1 or 2, and then it's like, what, you make like 2 artifact tokens for 7 mana with haste? Yeah. Got another Annihilating Glare. I like that a lot. Hazardous Blast, decent. I want to take the Annihilating Glare again. Just strong removal. Forge. Yeah, we have to take that. We gotta take that. Beginning of combat on your turn, you put an oil counter on it, and then you make an X1 Phyrexian Horror creature token with trample and haste. Like, over the course of the game, this will take over a game, without a doubt. And then you can still sack the token on your second main. Churning Reservoir, beginning of your upkeep, put an oil counter on target non-token artifact or creature you control. Make a 1/1 Phyrexian Goblin creature token. Activate only if an oil counter was removed from a permanent you control. Or a permanent with an oil counter on it was put into a graveyard. I don't know if that's good enough. I'm gonna take the Rakdos Fall. I want to see if this is good enough in this format. Lethal Demolition, could be good. Another Nahiri Sacrifice. Infectious Inquiry, not terrible. Man. Yeah, let's take the sacrifice. This could definitely get some damage through. I'm gonna take this. Be a good 3-drop for us. Ooh, Hex Gold Slash? Without a doubt, dude. I was looking at some of those other cards and I was like, yeah, some of these things could be good. And I saw that and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna pass that up for much. So, there's another Reservoir. Yeah, that's, I'm gonna take the Rakdos Fall. Centurion. I need that with anything. Take the Centurion. Hazardous Blast. I don't mind having that as an option, but probably not going to play it. Yeah, we'll take the Furnace for sure. Cackler. Just okay. Well, not just okay. I just don't know if this particular deck is going to be the best for that card. Green Skull Bomb and another Centurion. It's good. And Maze's Mantle? Yeah, forget about it. Okay, so I'm really glad that we took the Kethic when we didn't know that we were playing red, because since we're playing Rakdos, that card is going to be pretty good. I mean, I could easily see us having this and the Mirax, and just literally filtering through our entire deck for like actual creature cards. So I don't think we need to play 2 Grimnarks, so we'll take one of those out. Scrap Trap might not be the best in this deck. 5 mana 4/4 proliferates oil counters and poison counters on our opponent. I think we'll play the Rip Skiff. I don't see us playing the Splitter. I think that's too much. I mean, 4 mana 2/4, or a 2 mana 4/2, and then equips. I don't think this is the right deck for it. That's all. Glad we took this too. Hazardous Blast isn't going to make the cut. Testament Bearer, very good. Forge, without a doubt. Cackler probably makes the cut. These two make the cut for sure. Caramonics, we don't play any rats, so we have to decide if we want a mana restrictive 3 mana 3/3 with Toxic 1, which I don't think is going to be good enough here. Centurion goes well enough with the Mirax that it's basically a 3 mana 4/4. We're playing 2 sacrifices, which could be kind of greedy, but I want to try it. How are we doing on creatures? We have 16 creatures. Maybe we take a sacrifice out. With all the removal that we have already, we might be a little light on the creatures that we end up top decking this and having no creatures on board. So I think I'm going to take one of those out. Immortality is great. Gladiators, we have 2, 3, 4. We have 6 total bears, which I kind of like. Can we make the sacrifice work even? I mean, like, the goal would be to, like... So it cares about mana value. So if we sack like a Grimnark, we could deal 6 across the board, but then we lose a threat. And of course we have, you know, Vat Emergence and stuff, but it's like, this card really doesn't come online until, like, kind of later in the game. I mean, I'm talking, like, maybe turns 4 through... I don't know, 4 and on. And then it's like, even then you have to, like, lose a kind of a big threat to make it good enough. I'm going to take this out. I'm really going to hope that taking that out is not the wrong call. But, I don't know. I just feel like we have so much removal already. Like, even the Vraska's Falls, like, I feel like I'm going to take one of those out. I want to see if it's good enough just on its own. And I'm going to kind of keep an eye on our games and see, like, how often we come across, like, the decks that are, like, going really hard on the might creature tokens. And then maybe we'll decide after 1 or 2 games if it's good enough. But yeah. First impression is not good enough even as a 1-of, but I want to maybe try it and see if we can make it work. So let's see. We have the Siphoners that are going to be able to get the first poison counter on. We have Vraska's Fall, which is going to put a poison counter on the opponent. think we really need to decide if poison is how we're going to be winning or just normal damage, because I feel like it's going to be mostly normal damage. And if that's the case, we might prioritize some other things. So we could say no to the Siphoners. I mean, we're playing Mirax. This is tough because like we have Siphoners that have Toxic. We have Ribskiff, Paladin, and then Mirax tokens. And we have, I don't know, a decent amount of Proliferate. Not like a ton, but a decent number. I don't know if Toxic should be like our main strategy here. Like Paladin's good enough on its own that like having Toxic is just kind of an upside, but a 5-mana 4/4 that recurs another creature is like just already solid enough value for 5. Yeah, this is a weird one for sure. Even Cackler, like is Cackler good enough? We have, as far as oil counters go, we have like just the Centurions with Cackler, Forge. And like that's it. So I don't think Cackler's gonna be a good enough card in this particular deck. I think we should try it like this. And then like as far as lands, we take one land out. So we need to see like deck's mostly black, like less than half as much as red. We don't have any double red pips in any of our cards. And we don't have any double black pips in our cards either, which feels really good. Right now we have 9 sources of black, 7 sources of red. I'm gonna take one of these mountains out. Okay, we're gonna try it like that. Okay. We don't have any red. We have Dross Pits to carry us out of this game. If worst comes to worst, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep this, and we'll, I guess, end up starting the game on turn 3. So we got a mountain anyway. That's great. We'll go ahead and play that. Yeah, opponent plays Duelist of Deep Faith. I think play the Centurion. It can crew the Ribskiff next turn. And if it gets removed, then we can bring it back with the Paladin. Or 2 with First Strike, Flesh Cutter, yeah, that's crazy good. Blocks. That's so strong. How do we want to do this? I don't want to play the Annihilating Glare right now because it takes us really off tempo. I want to play the Ribskiff. Draw a card. I don't know if we're gonna block with the Ribskiff. We probably will. I'd rather not give our opponent an opening for that 1/1 might. Ooh, NX Sentry. Yeah. That's good. We'll go ahead and crew. We'll block the might. Maybe opponent may have accidentally swung with the might. I'm not really sure. But, let's... If we play the Gladiator and Annihilating Glare, won't have mana to do anything else. We can make a token of the Mirax and then sack it to the Annihilating Glare, but it's gonna ultimately do the same thing anyway, so let's go ahead and just pay the full cost and let's destroy the Duelist. Unfortunately, the opponent's gonna continue to be able to equip it to another creature, but the good thing is that whichever one of these they equip it to, we're gonna be able to block with Ribskiff. So, no equipment just yet. Let's play this, followed by the Gladiator. And then on our end step, we can sack the Gladiator to go grab another creature. What just happened? Hold on, did I misread this? Beginning of your end step, you can sack another creature. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary creature card. Oh, with lesser mana value. Put it on the battlefield, then put the rest on the bottom of your library. Whoops. Alright, well that's good to know. So Kethic is gonna feel more like a 4-mana 4/4 than it is going to be actually wheeling through creatures in our deck. Okay. So opponent's gonna basically pacifism the Kethic. Yeah, Slaughter Singer's really strong. Oh yeah, we don't have to crew this. Okay, so Nimrazer Paladin could give us our bear back. I don't know if we're really gonna want to cycle through our deck with Kethic, so we could just sack it to Annihilating Glare. Okay, so we got the Gladiator back. We will Annihilating Glare. We'll sack Kethic to destroy. We'll destroy the NX Sentry. Get our creature back. And then we'll go to end turn. Now we have 2 decent blockers against whatever they decide to swing with. Okay, opponent plays Plague Nurse. I feel like they're probably not going to swing, but if they do swing, they swing all out. Yeah. Okay, back to us. So we'll play a land, and then let's see, we'll play this. Also play Siphoner, kind of start getting some poison going. Let's just play our whole hand. We're getting close to losing here, unfortunately. So I think we just continue to do no attacks. We've been on the defensive the entire game, which is really unfortunate, but we started getting some of our removal. We can remove the Plague Nurse. It'd be nice to get rid of the Slaughter Singer as well. That Flesh Cutter is a huge bomb, though. Okay, passes it back to us. We get an Annihilating Glare. I really like that. Let's go to combat. We'll get in for one. And then I feel like we need to Annihilating Glare now. So we'll pay the extra costs and we'll hit the Plague Nurse. And then we're gonna go ahead and pass it back. Okay, they're gonna equip the Might. That's good, because Slaughter Singer is gonna give it +1/+1, so. They're basically just gonna be able to get their Mights through every turn. I'm trying to decide if I want to block with the Rib Skiff. Could also block with the Fleshless Gladiator. It's not a perfect system, but I mean, we're going to be able to recur it over the course of the game. Plus, Centurion's going to get oil counters in the process. Urbask's Anointer can deal 1 point of damage. So basically, we can keep our opponent from being able to just continuously swing with Mights. I mean, they're gonna have to actually swing with something important on the first one. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the Anointer. Do 1 point of damage there. Kill the Might. I wonder if we could start being a little more aggressive here. I feel like we can. I don't know. For now, I think let's just continue swinging for one. We just really need to keep our opponent from being able to, like, equip with the Flesh Cutter, and then swing in without losing anything. Plus we're at 5 poison, which we need to think about. I also wouldn't complain if for the next 8 turns I just swing with this Pestilent Siphoner and win the game. But it's gonna be a grind for sure. This Mirax costing the extra 3 mana, that's a very real cost. I mean, I don't know. I guess like top decking lands wouldn't be so terrible either if like we just activate the Mirax and then maybe activate the Dross Pits too. Like, at least I know that at least we have 0 dead draws at the moment that like let us do literally nothing. Okay, so ossification comes through. Let's see what they want to exile. Whatever they hit, we're really not going to be able to get back because we don't have any enchantment removal, I don't think. So why don't we go ahead and we'll just go ahead and sack it now. Especially because, like, if it gets exiled, we don't get the oil counter on the Centurion. Interesting. Okay. Can we sack that as well? We can only activate this once per turn. Yeah, they got it. That's good. We'll probably just activate the draw spits anyway this turn. I don't know, I think I'd rather see 2 cards on this main phase. Okay, so we gotta land anyway, that's fine. We can Vat Emergence. Get us back. The Nimraiser Paladin. See, this is way better. We didn't let the Nimraiser Paladin get, Ooh, wait, hold on. We can speed up our clock. No, we can't, because we don't have access to green mana. This costs green. Let's take the, Nimraiser Paladin. Then we'll proliferate 2 things. Get some oil counters. Get the Fleshless Gladiator back. That's whatever. I can take it or leave it, but how do we want to do this now? So we're swinging with the Centurion. We get 3 damage through for sure. Just a matter of what we wouldn't want blocking. I think maybe we want to hold on to that. Swing with the Anointer too. I'm trying to decide how aggressive we really want to be here. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, I really want to swing through, but I also really don't want to just die in one swing to the opponent. I don't feel like the Centurion is going to block anytime soon. Not very effectively. Let's go and swing with it. And then... do we remove the oil counters? I feel like we can swing with the Anointer too. Let's do that. I feel fine about this, about these attacks. We'll remove the 2 oil counters, and then we'll make it to where the Basilisk can't block. Not 100% sure that's even the right call, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna trade with like whatever blocks here. Opponent's completely tapped out. We don't have to worry about that. Just Scar dying. That's fine. So if the opponent decides to swing back, we get to block the Basilisk with the Nimraiser Paladin, and the Gladiator can block the Slaughter Singer. That's where we're at. Predation Steward. Okay. That can give creatures +2/+2 on their following turns. I wonder what the opponent has in their hand. I feel like they have a card that they just can't cast, or maybe like they're in a position where they can only swing or cast like 1 spell a turn. Yeah. Are they gonna attack with their Basilisk? I really don't mind blocking with this Paladin. Actually, we could... I don't know. Could block with the Centurion. I mean, I think I'd rather have just an always 4/4 creature rather than a creature that's only a 4/4 when it sacrifices a creature. So we could do it, I mean, two ways. We could either like literally activate the Centurion or just double block, since that's the creature we'd be sacrificing anyway. So we can go and do that. And this next turn, if we just top deck a land, we can activate the Gladiator and we can make a token with Mirrex. We might actually win by dealing toxic damage. Comes to play tapped. That's fine. It's not limited to only sorcery speed, so let's go to combat. We get in for 1. Wonder if the opponent has like a double green spell in their hand. Yep. Yeah, the opponent's in a really good position here. We need to find some removal for that Slaughter Singer. Okay. Put this in play. Activate the Mirrex. Get another land, unfortunately. What is that? 7, 8, 9... 10 lands now? So Gladiator can block, like, every other turn, pretty much. But also, it drains us for a life every time that we activate it. So we're getting kind of low on life. Opponent's at 6 poison. I think we top deck like that 5-drop that proliferates when it ETBs or dies. That'd be super strong here. Because I think that would literally be lethal to the opponent, or they couldn't do anything about it. Because like Siphoner would swing, they'd be at 7. ETBs, they're up to 8. When it dies, they're up to 9, and then Siphoner swings one more time. Yeah, this game is strong evidence about this Flesh Cutter just being, like, ridiculously overpowered. I mean, it's not, like, the best card in the format, obviously, but, like, I mean, just look, like, we can't do anything about this here. Oh wait, no, we get to block with the Gladiator every turn, because it's gonna block and then recur. 11 lands. RNG giveth, and RNG taketh away. Let's go to combat. Swing in some more. I think we get pretty close to having lethal on our opponent, though. I mean, if they don't do anything this turn, yeah, there's the Paladin of Predation. I was wondering if that was like, if it was just a card they could not cast because it was so big. So that confirms my suspicions. They had this in their hand this entire game. Might not be good enough though, because we might end up winning this next turn. Depends on what we draw into. I'd love to see some removal here. We're at 5 poison. Slaughter Singer's attacking. They didn't equip the Flesh Cutter. Go to blocks. We'll block the Singer. And then we take 2 down to 4, and then we're up to 6 poison. That's fine. Our top deck needs to be good though. Okay, we'll activate this. Same thing as before. Actually, it's not even necessarily that our top deck needs to be good. Actually, do we just win? Yeah, I don't even know what I was so worried about. We win without a doubt. But let's go and activate this, and let's see what this gets us. Because opponent's only gonna be able to block one creature, and then we're gonna win. Oh, we got the scrap trap anyway. That's cool. Let's go to combat. We'll just swing in with all the poison stuff, and then we just win the game. This thing doesn't have reach. Yeah, we just win. Pretty crazy that we actually won with poison and Rakdos, because Rakdos I don't think usually wins that way. Oh dude, this hand's sweet. This is a good curve. No removal, but like, I mean, if you're just like slamming like a good curve, you can get the removal later in the game to get your damage through. Plus Centurion, being able to sacrifice the Gladiator. I mean, and Gladiator be able to like come back with the Corrupted ability. Like you care a lot less about sacking it in that case, in that context. Ooh. I do like being able to start with Siphoner on turn 2. Our opponent held priority there. I feel like maybe they have removal. But it looks like they're just going to let us have that first poison counter, which in this format is kind of dangerous. With all like the Proliferate running around, you know. Play the Centurion. Opponent's playing red-green. Oh, I bet the opponent's got the Free from Flesh. The 1-mana red spell that gives +2/+2 and then gives 2 oil counters. So that's why they had priorities, because they could they could have used that on the Siphoner. Obviously not a play you ever want to do, but like the game allowed our opponent to be able to do that. Put an oil counter on it, remove an oil counter, untap target land. Cool. Annihilating Glare is good. How do we want to do this? I'm just gonna swing with this one. I was sitting there like, we could play the Gladiator and then sack it to Centurion to like 2-for-1 our opponent, but then we wouldn't be able to put Testament Bearer down. And then it's like, we play Testament Bearer, we put ourselves in a position where the opponent's like double block, make you sack the Testament Bearer. And of course we could have blocked the Siphoner too, but I mean, as we saw in the last game, the Siphoner literally won us the game there. Aspirant, okay. 2-3 menace, equipment spells you cast cost 1 less, and activated abilities of equipment you control that target it cost 1 less to activate as well. Opponent probably doesn't swing here either. Okay, we'll go to turn. Then we play double Gladiator. We'll play at least one Gladiator here. Try and decide if we want to remove one of their creatures here. Rustvine can block the Testament Bearer for sure. But I don't know if the opponent wants to block the Bearer with either one of their other creatures. Which is what's making me think that we Annihilating Glare the Cultivator. And we just get a bunch of damage through. Kind of want to do that. We'll get the Gladiators back at some point. And it feels weird to play our removal spell on a 1-mana 1/2, but I also have a feeling that if the opponent doesn't want to block it, or block with it, that it's because they need to ramp into something bigger. So I think for that reason I want to go ahead and just remove it, and then maybe trade with something a little bit better with the Testament Bearer. Or just get the damage through. Honestly, I'd love to just get all this damage through for 7. Yeah. Opponent can't very effectively block the Centurion. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna get 7 through. Alright, I'm cool with that. Oh, they're gonna slash. I guess they did have the slash. I don't know why they decided not to hit the Siphon with it though. Because they don't seem to have very many options for handling the 1/1 in the air. How do we want to do this? I think we just take the removal. I think the removal is the best call because our opponent could slam something absolutely nutty right now. And I think I'd like to have an option to remove it if it is just crazy big, like that. Flying in haste. That's pretty good. Yeah, got a feeling they're gonna swing with that. Okay, we're at 14. We're gonna need something for that glider. We have, I think, exactly one answer, and it's like the 2-mana bear that can like ETB, sack a creature, destroy an artifact. So, honestly, let's go ahead and destroy. We'll destroy the token that it's equipped to, and then we'll make them activate it again if they want to keep on getting that damage through. So, yeah, let's keep going through. I'm just gonna trade with the Gladiator. Yeah, it makes way more sense to block the Centurion. I was sitting there like, I hope they block the Gladiator. That's fine. We'll keep our Centurion alive, and then we'll activate both Gladiators next turn. I'm just playing Naya. Okay, they are going to go ahead and equip the Aspirant. Oh, it only gives 2/2 flying and trample. That's okay. That's a lot easier for us to digest. Okay, so we're at 10. We're gonna have to keep on finding removal for their flyers. So, we can activate these Gladiators at any time. So why don't we just go ahead and swing for now? And we're gonna pass it back. I might even just... No, we're gonna put the Gladiators back into play. Yeah, Spore Slinger is fine. We're gonna get +2/+2 to his Aspirant, and then swinging for 6. Yeah, that's good. Spore Slinger might be a little better than I gave it credit for. I've kind of passed over that card a lot. Yeah, so like we're getting really low on life here. Oh, they gave it Vigilance too, so now we won't be able to swing as effectively. Let's activate the Draw Spits first. See what our options are. We got a Centurion. We'll activate the Gladiator. And yeah, we just lose, I think. Because it doesn't really matter how we block here. Yeah, they got us for sure. Good game. Alright, we're 1-1. Okay. This hand isn't that great. We'd have to top deck land. We don't have red. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan this. Okay, we'll keep this, and then we'll drop the... This feels weird, but I'm gonna drop the Annihilating there. We gotta make sure to hit our land drops and our tempo. And honestly, this hand is better at 6 than the last hand was at 7, because I keep risky hands like that, and then, I get punished a lot, so I'd much rather have this hand rather than keep that 2-lander, never draw into a mountain, never even draw into a 3rd land, even. Like, at least with this hand, if we don't draw lands for another couple turns, like, we'll still be okay. Okay, we got Grimdark. Let's go to combat. We'll get that first poison on our opponent, and I think we'll play Centurion. Opponent swings in for 3. Run this Punisher. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Just a 3 mana 3/3 unlimited, pretty much. With menace, of course. Trying to decide if we want to block that 3/1 with our Siphoner. They could just re-equip to the Punisher, which I think we could live with. Because then we could slash the Punisher. It's hard to say. I'm gonna swing with the Siphoner. I think it's more valuable to us that we continue putting poison lands on our opponent. A little unfortunate that we're not top decking lands, but I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing you can really do about that. And opponent's on 3 lands too, which makes me feel a little better. Fortunately, we're gonna have to not block, because I think it has menace. I'm gonna go ahead and slash the token though. Try to save ourselves, our life a little bit. And we'll just take the 3. Cleansing Raptor, okay. Rakdos Fall is fine here. I'm gonna go ahead and cast it now. See if the opponent wants to block sack the Raptor. Okay, they do, so now we get to get a little more damage through here. Okay, so it's 14 to 14, opponent has 4 poison. If we can start getting some lands, we might be able to do something here in just a little bit, but the unfortunate part is that we're gonna need 2 lands to cast even both of these, and that means that we're gonna have to take at least 1 turn off. Like if we top deck the land now, and then got another land on the next turn. Yeah, so like see, like we get a land, but we can't do anything because everything in our hand is like 5 or more. So, I think we're gonna go ahead and just swing. We are kind of behind on the curve here, but I mean, I don't feel good about our blocks either, so. If we are able to top deck a land, then we can Nimraiser Paladin. Okay, so opponent's gonna block, which is kind of what we want, to be honest. We can get the Centurion back at some point with Nimraiser Paladin or something. Okay. Opponent gets their Furnace Strider. Kind of surprised they blocked. I mean, they were definitely ahead as far as combat goes, and they're ahead now even, but they'd be like pretty much putting us at lethal next turn. Okay, so we didn't get a land. We are gonna play Kethek, but honestly I don't know if we're gonna be able to do anything here. We're gonna play it, not sack anything. We'll double block the Strider if we can, but it could definitely be that, actually I think opponent's got it. We're gonna do no attacks. And then we will decline here. But I believe the opponent could just activate the Batter Fist and put that on the Punisher and then swing in that way. Yeah, if they do that, then we ought to lose. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, well we're 1 and 2. But it's not over yet. This hand's fine. We finally found our Urbrask's Forge, so I feel like that's going to put in some work here. Okay, generated Rock Priest from the opponent. Let's start off with Siphoner. So Rock Priest is pretty crazy in some of the other formats, the constructed formats, because you're able to play spells that protect it. In this format, your only protection spell, I think, is the, there's like a single green hit X, gives hexproof, indestructible, and +X/+X to a creature you control. Okay. We are going to play Forge. And Forge is really nice here. We're going to swing all in. Let the opponent decide if they want to take that extra 1, but I think they won't. Yeah. But like in the future turns, we can sack this token to Annihilating Glare to, you know, destroy whatever we want to destroy. And it's just, it basically turns our Annihilating Glares into 1 mana removal spells without like a real additional cost. So I would love to get that Rot Priest off the battlefield, because that poison's gonna add up pretty quick. Kind of surprising that they play the Mazes protection spell right now. Hexgold Slash was a really good top deck. Yeah, we're gonna like having that for sure. So let's go to combat. We'll make it 2-1. We get in. We sack the 2-1. No. Pay 4, cancel. Okay, we're gonna Hexgold Slash the Rot Priest. See, like, if they'd held on to the Mazes Mantle, they could have protected their Rot Priest. Or like the same... I don't know what they were doing. It's fine. And actually, instead of destroying the Engraver, because our life total is not really in danger at the moment, why don't we just play the Centurion and continue building up our board? That gives us some options for combat too. So here's where I'm at so far. The Siphoner is a great card. I don't know if it was the best in our deck, because Rakdos really doesn't want to be on like the toxic game plan, particularly. Red-Black really does care more about doing like oil counter synergies and sacrifice effects. So like, it did win us that first game, but I could definitely make an argument that like, this should probably be something else in our deck. Like if we look back at our card pool, the Siphoner probably should be something else. Or maybe like we should have drafted other things other than the Siphoner. So, you know, if you're watching and you're thinking about that, that's some advice I could give you. Okay, so opponent didn't get a land with the Vorak, so they did proliferate. We're at 5 poison. We top deck a land. Let's go to combat. And we'll swing in. We'll swing all in. They might decide to double block the Centurion with the Vorak and the Engraver. Okay, they don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sack the free token that we got. Give this thing +2/+2. On 1, they could free from flesh their Vorak, which would be a pretty good blowout. No? Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this now. Doing this too early is really risky, but okay. That's fine. We didn't really mind losing out on that 3 points of damage from the token, because saving our Centurion is honestly more important. Yep. Control resolves. We're getting really flooded on red mana right here. But I don't think that's going to be enough to like lose us the game. It's just like, yeah, okay, cool. I don't know if I'd rather have that swamp now or what, but I think that we're only really going to cast 1 Annihilating Glare here. Why don't we... Yeah, we'll start off by going to combat. Make our token. And then we'll get in. Same thing here. Opponent can block the Centurion if they want, but we are going to go ahead and just sack the token to keep it alive if we can help it. Okay, they're going to let the damage go through, which is what we wanted. We're gonna Annihilating Glare, sack a artifact or creature, target the troll, I think. Yeah, and then we'll sack the full one since it's gonna get sacked anyway. And then second main, we'll go ahead and play the Furnace. And pass. They're gonna slash the Centurion. I kind of want to keep the Centurion alive, honestly. I feel like we're gonna win with combat damage more than Toxic, which again is kind of why the Siphoner's not as good in our deck. Because if we were heavier on the Toxic, then like Siphoner gets a lot better. Because as you've already seen, I think we've connected with it 4 times. Like Siphoner's just good. It's just that like you need to optimize your deck more to either wanting to kill with specifically poison counters or specifically the 20 points of damage. What is this? Let's see. Corrupted, has flashback. It's pretty good. It's not an artifact. This isn't an artifact either. Let's go to combat. I'm gonna activate this first. I want to see what our options are here. Okay. So, yeah, so let's go to combat. Swing in for 7. Okay. We get damage in. We're at 5 poison. Opponent's at 4. I don't know how long this game's gonna go. Let's go ahead and hit that beast, and we'll sack the token, and then we're gonna contribute to our board just a little more. So we'll play a bear instead of playing the draw pets. Yeah, decline. And enter. We really might just have our opponent dead though. Opponent's at 4, we get like a 6-1 with trample and haste. And then of course the other 2 creatures that we have. Honestly, Centurion's been really surprising me lately. I don't think that's enough. Okay, we go to turn. I'm surprised the opponent has been looting this whole time. I don't know. Let's start with Ripskiff. We'll draw an extra card, see what we get. I don't think we have any Annihilating Glares anymore, so... go to combat. I'm trying to decide what goes wrong if we swing all in here. So like the Beast could block Centurion or the Slinger. Probably the Slinger, and then... Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure we had it, but I was just, making sure on like the exact math. Let's see, we have no black, but we do have Mirex. We play a lot of lands that do produce black, so we're more likely to draw into those. It's gonna feel bad if we don't draw into a swamp, but I think in this particular case we can take that risk. Let's draw for the Slinger. Might as well. I mean, you'd rather play a 2-mana 2/2 on turn 2 rather than holding onto a Slinger that may or may not be able to destroy something. I hope I don't regret those words though, because if the opponent plays like some huge equipment or that Furnace that we won with last turn, then that would feel pretty bad. Glad we got a Swamp. That worked out really well. I think I want to swing and play the Gladiator. I'd rather not just hold on to the Vraska's Fall in case our opponent doesn't play anything on turn 3. Pretty unlikely, but could happen. Okay, opponent's playing red-white, so I think they just top-decked that Plains. Unless they just didn't want us to know they were playing red-white, but I feel like they would have played last turn if they had some kind of 2-drop or something. Okay, so obviously much better that we played the Gladiator. Now we can Vraska's Fall and have the opponent sacrifice that creature, and then we can get it for 4 points of damage. I think, I don't know, based on just this one draft, I feel like the Vraska's Fall has been good most games. I think there was one game where we played it and the opponent sacked like a Might creature token or something. So far I'm not super impressed, but it's also like fine enough that like if you need something to curve out your deck, I don't know. I don't think I necessarily mind playing it as like a one-of. Opponent has a 2/3. I would like to clear that out of or off the battlefield here, so let's go and just pay the extra 4. We'll destroy it. We'll get it for 4 more. That's fine. We'll probably sack the Gladiator to something at some point, and we'll go ahead and contribute to the board with the Nimrazer. Bring back our Slinger too. That's kind of evidence. If you need any more that you kind of want to play your removal on your opponent's turn if it's an instant. Because like we wouldn't be able to get extra value off that Paladin if our opponent didn't, you know, destroy our creature just then. Plus, if our opponent plays like an equipment now, we can destroy it with the Shrapnel Slinger by attacking the Gladiator. Okay, opponent plays a Cackler again. I haven't seen any uncommons or rares from our opponent so far. Let's see. We can get it for 4. This might be another poison game if we end up flooding the board with Mirax. Okay, opponent's gonna block. They do have priority. Blaze Crescendo, yep. So we'll still trade, but the opponent... Ooh, they exiled Eternal Wonder. Okay, let's... So we'll still have 3 for Mirax. Let's go and play the Centurion. I feel like the odds are kind of low that the opponent's going to just top deck a Plains to be able to cast the Eternal Wonder. Really hoping. Yeah, okay, cool. So we really lucked out there. I did not want to see that Eternal Wonder hit the battlefield. Okay, so same thing here. So getting to hold on to the Slinger was really good because now we can destroy that splitter. Like we get just a little extra value off that. Okay, so we'll play the Slinger. We will sacrifice a creature. Sack this creature. Since, I mean, we want it more in the grave anyway. Okay, so now the opponent just has a 2/2. We'll go to combat, and we'll swing in with our 2/2. And we can sack the Might if we want to. I think the opponent's wondering where that Might came from. I'm gonna go ahead and hover over Mirax to show him. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and try to trade, or well, not trade, but sacrifice a Might to save our Centurion. Looks like it worked, so I'm not gonna play the Siphoner. I think I'd rather just make a might token. Could make a decent case about maybe playing the Siphoner and then sacking the Furnace, though. I've got a feeling that we have this game. I wouldn't be surprised if the opponent just conceded right now. Let's see what we got. Gonna kind of hover over their Furnace. They have the option to like sack that and like see what their other options are depending on like what they draw. So if they, I mean, that's kind of what I would do if I felt like I didn't have any options here. Or maybe they're just gonna run out the clock because they feel like the magic gods are not being kind to them or something. I don't know. It's the kind of game that like RNG does play a certain factor into how this game gets played and how you like build your decks and strategize and stuff. And the unfortunate part is that RNG is going to make it to where like you lose certain games unfairly. I mean, you guys have seen that just in my videos. Like a lot of times you just don't draw any lands, or you draw too many lands, and I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. You just can't be mad about it. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, Forge too? Let's go. Let's see, Aspirant is gonna block most things that we play. I'm gonna go ahead and swing it like this. Let's see how the opponent wants to block. Yep. So if the opponent just blocks that way, we are going to go ahead and activate the Centurion. And we'll sack the 1/1 token that's not going to really get through at all. But if the opponent doesn't block it, then that means that we get a little extra value off that 1/1. So, okay. Opponent's at 1 poison. We don't care about this might as much as getting the extra point of damage through. So why don't we go ahead and we'll kill the Aspirant by activating Centurion, and we'll get rid of this might. That works for me. So now if the opponent top decks like a land or something, like we're gonna be able to get through with the Slinger next turn and the Forge that makes it 2/1. Still not gonna play the Siphoner because I'd rather just have like a whatever, you know, 1/1 might token. It's just, I mean, it's better fodder, you know, if we have something that like we need to sacrifice a creature for. Static Injector. Okay, that gives extra toughness to creatures and toxic. So. Yeah. Oh, and this thing also gets +1/+1, right? When it's equipped. Okay. We're gonna make a token. We'll go to combat. Swing in with this thing. Because we might as well. Now, second main, we can play the Siphoner. We can play the Siphoner, the Gladiator, and then draw a card, right? Or we could just draw the card now. Let's draw the card now. We'll still have double black for both of those. So, yeah, we'll do that. Annihilating Glare is good. Might have been nice just to be able to sack that token to destroy the Lightbringer. It has a ward 2, so we could just sacrifice the might. We could also just do that next turn. So let's go ahead and just do what we said we were going to do and play that, and then we'll pass it back to the opponent. But yeah, next turn we'll totally sacrifice the might to the Annihilating Glare. Pay the extra 2 on the ward. Yeah, okay, good game. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, a little awkward if the opponent, like, deals with the Gladiator right off the bat, but, no, I mean, if we play the Gladiator and then we can just offer Mortality it, or even just, I mean, now that we have 2, we can, like, block this 3-1 with Toxic too. It's pretty good. I'm excited to see people actually playing Simic in this format, because I want to think that Simic is fine, but so far I haven't seen it work. I just feel like the other colors are just so strong. Let's... How do we want to do this? If we swing and offer Immortality... then we expose ourselves to that 3-1 and get a poison counter? Go and just go to combat. Okay, opponent's just gonna take it. That's fine. We'll play our tapped land, and then we'll play another Gladiator. That way, like, we'd really prefer to avoid getting poison counters as fast as possible. Because in Simic, you have tons of options for, like, proliferating, so... cool. Okay, so we did manage to keep our opponent off. Go to combat again. We're gonna swing in for 2. Okay. They are gonna block their long legs this time. That's fine. I don't really care about killing it yet. Good and Rib Skiff. Can they counter it? Oh, okay, they're gonna just directly give us a poison counter. Okay, so we'll draw an extra card. Got the Anointer. That could be okay. We don't have any oil counters and things just yet. Yeah, I can... Yeah, okay, cool. So, opponent proliferated, we're at 2 poison. Could just play the Anointer as like a 4-mana 4/2. It's not the best value. But we could play it as a means to just like crew the Rib Skiff. I think we might just do that, to be honest. A little awkward. This card's usually a lot better because it can just do a damage to something to kill it, but yeah, we'll take that too. I'm just swinging with the Rib Skiff. Yep. Alright, so we did 4 points of damage, 2 toxic. Trying to decide if we want to annihilate it or anything yet. I don't think we do though. Another Anatomist. Pretty good. A little slow, but anything to keep your Proliferate train going. I really kind of wish that like neg1 counters were in this format, because like I feel like that's the one thing that this set is missing for like making Proliferate good. Like Proliferate is okay as it is, but Proliferate really should be better than the way they made it for this limited format. That's just my opinion. Got another Gladiator. Kind of glad to see that. Let's play Gladiator. Do it like this. Let's Annihilating Glare. We'll sack creature. We'll destroy the Anatomist. We'll sack the Gladiator. We're gonna crew the Rib Skiff, because we'd rather get 4 points of damage in and the 2 poison. And we can hold up all of our mana for options to either recur the Gladiator or offer immortality when we block. So we have those options. We also have an Annihilating Glare in hand for the following turns, so we'll be able to destroy the 2/5 with that at some point. Top decking land wouldn't be too terrible here. It's not exactly what we want, but ooh, especially not the Mirex. Yeah, that's sweet. Oh, I forgot to activate the Gladiator. That's fine. Wow, I'm not good at this game. Okay, let's. Oh, I couldn't. Duh. I couldn't because the opponent's not corrupted. So that's why it went straight through priority and stuff. Anyway, okay. Let's activate Ripskiff. How do we want to do this? Do we want to destroy the Anatomist through Offer Immortality? I feel like we do. What's the best way to do this? We will go ahead and sack the Gladiator. We'll autopay there. We'll sack the Gladiator. Now let's see if we can get the Ripskiff through. I can't remember what all has flash in this format. Okay, sick, cool. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the opponent's turn. Oh yeah, the apparatus. Okay, so you guys are about to get a free lesson in why this card's bad. It has flash, that's fine, but it only makes instants and sorceries cost less, and right now we're basically in top deck mode. Yeah, that's fine. And so, like, the cost reduction that you get on this isn't going to matter enough because, like, the opponent already has 7 lands. Like, you don't need your instants and sorceries costing less for that. Let's just, yeah, we'll do what we said we were going to do. We'll double Gladiator. The opponent got a 4/4 with Toxic 3. Ooh, Grimdark too? Bro, how do we want to do this? Let's... Man. So we can go Grimdark, equip, swing all, but then we don't kill our opponent. We get them down to 8. That's not enough. And we don't have enough mana to do both, so why don't we just activate the Ripskiff? I think we'll crew all like that. Yeah. But we'll get in for 8. I think opponent's gonna have to block because they're worried about like dying from some combat trick like the 2 mana +3/+1 card. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep the Ripskiff alive. I don't think I do. I don't care enough about Ripskiff compared to like just playing the Grimdark instead, because Grimdark is a viable threat here, being that it makes the opponent just discard that. It's like, look at this apparatus. Look at what it did all game. It made this cost 1 less. You can make an argument if like you're playing the Twilights, but oh whoops! I'm gonna say good game. Sorry, opponent. Okay. Yeah, you can make an argument for it if you're playing like Twilights, but even then it's like, do you play a 2-card combo just in case you draw into both cards? Yeah, this is good. There we go. I almost accidentally played my Swamp on turn 1. That would have been upsetting. Okay, so this is sweet. I love being able to play this on turn 3 because I feel like that's kind of enough to win a game all on its own. Yeah, this is good. Let's just play the Forge. I don't think we necessarily want... Actually, you know what? Let's swing all in. Okay, opponent didn't want to take it because they really want to get that poison on us. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. I didn't have the extra mana for Annihilating Glare. Alright, one of these days I'm going to get good at this game. That's fine. Plus, I think we'd probably rather destroy the Centurion anyway. I think Slinger's better. Let's just go to combat. Do a 2-1. We're definitely ahead on this combat here. I'm in Annihilating Glare. We'll sacrifice an artifact or creature, and we'll destroy the Centurion. That card could win them the game, depending on how many oil counters they can put on it. And then second main, we'll play the Slinger. Decline. Run through lands, but we have such an aggressive early game right now that I could easily see us winning with literally just the Urbrask's Forge. Okay, I got another Centurion. We'll make that trade. I don't want to lose to poison before we can get our opponent down to 0. And if the opponent has a combat trick, probably better that we get it out of the way here. How does this work? When it attacks, you can remove 2 oil counters from it. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'd rather the oil counters go on the Stalker than on the Centurion. So, let's go to combat. We have 3-1. Swing all in, get in for 5. Good deal. We'll play the Siphoner. And the Siphoner can block the Stalker pretty well. Ooh, Ravager. Yeah, that's crazy good. So we'll take 6, go up to 4 poison. It's red 11. Yeah, okay, so this is awkward. And should we be replacing one of these cards for a land? I feel like this is the second time that we've had this exact sequence of cards and been down on lands too much. Okay. We'll do no attacks. Actually, we'll attack him with the 4-1. I feel like the opponent's gonna block anyway. Yeah. Cool. It's gonna be a +1. Good game? Yeah, good game. So opponent just had it. Not sure if it would have even really mattered that we had. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You could make an argument that, like, if this was a land, that we could have gotten Ripskiff down, but then we wouldn't have been able to crew it anyway. So, yeah, I think opponent had it no matter what. Well, cool. Yeah, we went 4-3, and like I said, I mean, when you get up to 4 wins, the draft literally basically pays for itself. We lost 100 gems there, which is literally nothing. And then we got the 3 packs plus like all the rares that we got in the deck. So like getting the Kethic was good, Urbrask's Forge, of course. I think that we got Kumonics, and then yeah, so we got the 3 rares out of the draft, 3 packs. So we literally got. Oh, and the Mirax too. So we got 4 rares, 3 packs, and only paid 100 for it. And, you know, obviously got content out of it, making a video. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to make a video on this, and I'll have another one posted tomorrow morning, hopefully around 7 or 8 a.m. for you guys. And make sure to subscribe. We're 1 subscriber away from firing off our raffle. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you all tomorrow.